and we're going to get started. Excellent. So, good night and welcome to the call. I want to congratulate you for getting on the call tonight because we're going to be sharing a business known as iBoomerang. And I want to tell you a little bit about my journey with this business and how I've come to be where I am in this business. I'm a Sophia ambassador and I'm also part of the 5K Wealth Club. But my journey wasn't that simple. So, let me just share a little bit of it with you. So I already told you my name, Kathleen Allen. I'm 53 years old. I live in Trinidad and Tobago. And I spent most of my life in the corporate arena, working in the energy sector in Trinidad and Tobago. Now, I was working 10 to 12-hour days and had achieved a lot of success in the corporate space. Actually worked my way up to the top of the ladder in one of the largest oil companies in Trinidad and Tobago. But throughout that journey in the corporate life, I always knew I was looking for something in terms of having my own business because I understand with a job that I couldn't have the lifestyle or the freedom that I wanted. So in 2016, when the company was offering voluntary retirement, I took the opportunity to actually put my hand up and take a step back from corporate life. For 2.5 years, I stayed home. I was supposed to stay home for 6 months, stayed home for 2.5 years, used up a good bit of my nest egg, but at the same time, I was learning to trade stocks. So I was actively engaged doing learning to trade stocks. I'd learned to trade from someone here in Trinidad. But long story short, didn't have a lot of success in the stock market. So I had to go back out to work. So I'm back out to work. I'm in the oil and gas sector again. And what I can say is this. In 2020, I got invited to come take a look at this business opportunity. Now, I got invited and I went to the presentation only because of the person who invited me. But in the back of my mind, I was saying, I'm not going to get involved because I thought I knew what this could be. And I had an experience with network marketing back in my early years. And I swore I would never do this again. But guess what? I went and I came and I looked. Why? Because I was looking for something. I was looking for an opportunity. I've been looking around for the last few years in the finance, tech, and social media space, wondering how I could use that or how I could harness that to build a legacy for myself, my family, and for anyone who felt like they'd been left behind. But I didn't think I could be the next social media sensation. So I was looking more in the finance and technology space. And when I saw this business that was going to revolutionize the space of network marketing using technology like the Amazon and Ubers of the world, it caught my interest. So a seed was planted. But I tend to look back a lot in life. And I've been looking back and saying, we always asking for opportunities. But if you look around, I mean, you don't get to be 53 years old without recognizing that a lot of opportunities have come and passed you by. Why? Either you didn't believe when you saw them or you didn't take action. I mean, if you look back at the last 20 years, we've had so much opportunities in the internet, in the Amazon, Google's, Facebook, all these opportunities where we jumped on board and had fun using their technology, but we didn't make any money. There was opportunity to make money. As you can see, a lot of those companies are generating billions or trillions of dollars. So I was looking and I said to myself, you know what? That lack of action may have hurt me. So I was determined this time around that I would ask myself, well, what if? What if this was the opportunity that was going to change the space for me? So without further ado, I want to actually share with you a presentation that I have. We're going to be talking about a business that is taking the world by storm. And I know it's changed my life. And this business can be for anyone, but I know sometimes it's not for everyone. So I'm going to be sharing some slides, but I'm also going to mix this presentation out from time to time. We're going to jump around for some websites, as well as I'm going to be showing you something that I rarely show anyone. I'm going to be sharing with you how I've been making my income in this space. So tonight, we're talking about iBoomerang, a business that was founded on the concept of giving goodwill out and expecting nothing in return. And this business is based around the concept of building wealth and actually harnessing the power of technology. Now, disclaimer, we cannot and will not make any guarantee about your ability to get results or earn any money with our program information, tools, or strategies. We're going to be talking about a lot of things in the Web3, wealth transfer space, Forex, crypto, a lot of information we're going to be sharing. But again, we can't make any guarantees. But what I want to tell you this is I want you to get a pen and pencil out. I want you to take some notes. I'm going to be sharing a lot of information. And a lot of this information you're going to want to sit down and think about and get back to the person who shared this with you. You see, there's room in this business. If you want to be an entrepreneur like me, fantastic. If you want a customer, we'll show you how to do that as well. Now, education is the key. Some of you may have seen this quadrant before. I mean, here am I. I'm an employee working 10 to 12-hour days, and I'm trading hours for dollars. Some of you may be like me. Some of you may be business owners, self-employed, and you're also trading hours for dollars. The thing about this half of the quadrant, here we are working for our money. And if you don't show up for a while, your income is going to dry up because your income is usually based on 100% of your own effort. On this side of the quadrant, these are the people who have found a way to make their money work for them. And, I went to school and I learned how to be an employee. And I also learned about saving money and investing and doing things to try and get my money into a space where my money can work for me. But guess what? In the traditional environment we're in right now, where you're earning 3 to 5% per annum if you're lucky, what I find right now is my money isn't working hard enough. Tonight, we're going to be talking about a business that's taking advantage of this new financial world we're in, this world of Web3. You may have heard about that. I'm going to go into more detail. This great wealth transfer that's taking place. We're actually going to show you how you can capitalize on what's happening in this space. And the key to getting from this side of the quadrant to this side of the quadrant is one, passive income. So we're going to teach you about how to operate in this new financial environment, how to tap into passive income, and how to leverage your money, and how to compound your money and have multiple streams of income, helping you get to this side of the quadrant where 5% of the people control 90% of your wealth. I mean, if you think about people like Oprah and Warren Buffett, that's what they do, passive income. They make money while they sleep. They've learned how to leverage their time. Remember, I told you I'm working 10 to 12-hour days. I don't have a lot of excess time to build a business. But in this space, we're going to show you how to leverage your time. We're also going to show you how to tap into multiple streams of income. Now, if you want to get to this side of the quadrant, then follow me. Now, there are a couple of things you want to actually look at. What do I need to do different? Well, education is the key, and the community. Community is so important. Let me ask you something. Are you involved with a community right now where there are experienced individuals who are helping you create wealth? If you're not, tonight we're inviting you to an invite-only community where we were founded by this man, Mr. Holton Buggs. Mr. Holton Buggs is considered the greatest of all times. He has over 30 years experience in the world of networking. And over those years, he's helped build billion-dollar companies. He launched his own company in 2019. He's helped over 50 people become millionaires. And I can tell you that that number is going to be significantly higher in the next year or two. I believe this year alone, he's probably helping over 20, 30 people add into that number. But the point is this. Holton Buggs founded this company, and he founded this company, and his goal was to create a vision or a space where we could come together with other people who know more than us in this space of building a business, and they could teach us a system where we could learn to create wealth. And these pictures you're seeing here, this is from Prague. So I recently went to Prague at the back end of July. We had a phenomenal business conference, and we actually got to hear Holton talk about limitless belief. A lot of what he does is in the personal development space because money is attracted to personal development. Trust me. You ever see people who've played the lotto, they've won, but you meet them a few years later and they have no money? Personal development is key. And Holton, right now, he's a billionaire. And in this space, you can see his leadership team, and you can also see the individuals around him who he's helped to become millionaires and multimillionaires. And guess what they're doing? They're helping us to do the same. You could probably make me out here in the background. This gentleman here is Diamond David Hunt. He's now a blue diamond, and you see Avinash Black Diamond. You may not understand what that means, but just understand these individuals are individuals who've built their business to a level of where they are millionaires or multimillionaires, and they're helping us do the same. This is Ruan Bun and Kern to say he's an emerald, he's now a ruby. And guess what? When I left Prague, I was senior director, and now I'm Sapphire. I just say all that so you understand. We're also a community that we run together. And following that Prague event, we had the most phenomenal momentum in this business. And we're inviting you to be a part of this community where our focus is on creating wealth. Now, the vision is do something once and it pays you for life. Tapping into artificial intelligence, that's key to our online business. But as I mentioned, we also have personal development, mentorship, and wealth creation as part of what we're doing. And there's access to more opportunities. One of the key things in this business is because of I'm part of iBoomerang, I get to tap into multiple streams of income. Now, when I joined this business, all we had was travel, and I joined just for this. I knew there was more to come, I just didn't know what. But travel was enough to attract me. Why? Because what we were doing in this space, we had access to a wholesale travel website where we give away to our customers free access, lifetime, to behind the curtain pricing, where our customers can save money. I mean, who wouldn't like that? Imagine when you travel and you stay in a hotel and you save money. I get to make money for helping you save money. And guess what? I don't have to do any of the heavy lifting. The technology and the company that supports this, all I do is give away free codes or free access to the platform, and they take care of everything. And that's, I mean, the true epitome of the gig economy that we've built. So when I saw that, I got excited. I got involved. Little did I know that they were going to add trade onto this. When you look at travel and trade, they're $1 trillion industry. I joined at the height of the pandemic when no one was traveling because I saw the power of being able to get into a travel business where I didn't have to set up anything, but just tap into what they've already built. Then they added trading, and trading has been a game changer. We added Elevate, and with Elevate, you started to learn generational wealth skill sets. Now, a lot of people, when they think about trading, they think about, well, I don't want to learn to trade. Elevate is so much more. When I started to learn the power of the Forex market, which by itself is a $6 trillion market, then we added Forex and crypto and NFTs. That's an $8 trillion a day liquid market. And I began to understand the power of being able to compound my income in a space that doesn't necessarily pay me on a per annum basis, but pays me on a per weekly, a daily, or a per monthly basis. And we're going to talk a bit more about that. Once I started to understand what we had in this space, we not only created opportunities to learn, but we also went out there and create opportunities to earn with our live gold scalping. And we also tapped in to a lot of the passive income tools in this space. So remember we talked about passive income being the key? Well, what Mr. Bugs did is he went out, launched a new company, and we got into NFTs. Now, if you don't understand what an NFT is, I want you to understand one thing. Go ask a 15-year-old. NFT stands for non-fungible token. And guess what? The 15-year-olds, they're clued in. They're dialed in. They want to be part of this space. For me, I'm just so glad that because of my association with iBoomerang and this community, that I'm now able to tap into and capitalize on this new Web3 space where we get to tap into Forex, crypto, and NFTs. And we also have some nice access to liquidity pools, but we'll tell you how you get access to that. So there's a lot going on here. Let me break it down for you. So Elevate was launched, and the goal was to build generational skill sets where you can capitalize in this new era. For those of you, or for those of us who actually sat on the sidelines when we saw the advent of the internet. And we didn't understand how to capitalize when Amazon, Facebook, Google, when all these big companies were being born. We went on, we got free access to their apps, we spent money, we shared with our networks, we helped to build billion-dollar companies, but we didn't know how to capitalize. What Holton has done with Elevate is we now have a company that's helping us to understand how to capitalize in this space. As I said, this is so much more than trading. This is learning how to capitalize in this great transfer of wealth that's happening. I mean, what we saw with what they call Web 2, which was like the social media explosion and the internet explosion, you saw these companies become billion and trillion dollar companies. Well, that's happening again. But in Web3, which is focusing a lot on decentralization, people like you and I can capitalize in this space. Now, if you don't understand what I'm talking about, guys, here's what I'll tell you. 6 months ago, a year ago, I didn't know any of this was going on around me. But now that I'm part of Elevate and I'm learning in this space, and I will show you how I'm not only learning in this space, I'm earning in this space. So we have 10 professional traders. As we said, we're building generational wealth skill sets. We're learning to trade like the banks. We're learning how to invest in crypto. We have actually, you know what? Let me share with you the platform so you can get a look at what we have on the platform. So hold on, let me just break this up a bit and let's go look at the Elevate platform. And what I'm going to show you is what we have in this space. So we have on the Elevate platform, we recently relaunched the platform, and we have, as we said, Forex and crypto. And let me just open it up here for you. So Hub Elevate, give me a second. Let's get this open. And on this platform, we are able to tap into live and recorded classes so we can go and learn at our own space. And we talked a lot about Forex. And in the Forex space, of course, you learn how to trade crypto, you learn how to trade, but you also learn how to understand what's available in this space. And what I love about this is if you look at the crypto side of it, which we just recently added to the platform with Elevate 2.0. You see here, introduction to crypto. You can learn trading plans, but there's a lot more in crypto. There's NFTs as well. So that same non-fungible tokens I spoke about 6 months ago, I knew nothing about. You can come learn about it here. You're also fundamentals, money talks. This is important, and personal development because trading is 10% technical, 90% mental. And what I've learned in this space has actually helped me be able to make some investment choices. And that's so important. So that's what we're learning in Elevate. And we keep adding more and more. We are the best platform out there. We're going to teach you to trade like the banks. We're going to teach you how to capitalize in this space. And as Mr. Buggs put it, and I couldn't put it any better, what we're teaching you to do is how to build a financial wall around you. And, you know, today I was looking at the TV and Bloomberg was actually doing an article or a news story on when traditional finance meets DeFi finance. I mean, that's exactly what we're learning here. And as I told you, the beauty of this, and I'm going to show you a bit more of that, the beauty of this space is the ability to tap in to not only building the skill sets, but also the passive income tools that allow you to move your money from a space where you're earning on a per annum basis to a space where you have the potential to earn weekly, daily, or monthly. And that's it. Mr. Buggs of himself is actually a successful trader. He took the same education we tapped into with Elevate. Mr. Buggs is part of that. And guess what? You know, Mr. Buggs, anything he puts his mind to, he's going to be a success. That's how he's wired. And now he's making 1 to 3 million or more a day trading Elevate. And because of that, he's actually gotten a lot of people to sit up and take notice. There are people from other networks who are asking Mr. Buggs to trade that. Imagine that. And let me tell you what we did in this space as well. So Mr. Buggs actually got together with some individuals who have a lot of experience in crypto and NFTs. And what he decided to do is he founded another company and launched Meta Bounty Hunters, our first NFT project. And because I was part of the iBoomerang community, I got invited to be part of the whitelist. So we got first access to this project. And when this project launched, it launched in February, and within 30 days, all 8,888 of the NFTs were minted in 30 days. And these NFTs, we were minted at a price of 2,000 US, or roughly 0.65 Ethereum at the time. So the founders would have collected $17.7 million. Now, in most NFT projects, you buy an NFT and then you have to sell it to make money. But Mr. Bugs, he's a genius. He decided to flip this switch. And what he did has been a game changer. You see, he actually decided, you know what? What if instead of having to sell your NFT to make money, what if you get paid to keep them? You see, because of Mr. Bugs and the Elevate and what he launched in this space, he was able to get access to liquidity pools. And these liquidity pools, I'll actually show you those in a little while. These liquidity pools actually generate yields. So what they decided to do was they made a choice to take 85% or $1,700 of the price of a Meta Bounty Hunter and put that into the liquidity pool. And for 6 weeks, it was trading in this liquidity pool. And guess what? 6 weeks later, we were paid out 1 to 3% per week in Ethereum. And I want to tell you, this has been a game changer for me. And there are people on this call who have NFTs. This has been a game changer. Because when you go from earning 1 to 3% per annum to earning 1 to 3% per week, that's a game changer. And this project is going to run for 4 years. And all MBH holders get paid. And I want to tell you a story. I want to tell you a story about one of the members of the team, Miss Sims. And she says to me sometimes, I don't fully understand this NFT, but I'm making money. And recently she shared a story where she actually had a security that she'd invested in back in 2008. And she just got her returns and she made 50% on her investment. She actually invested $2,000 and she got her returns in 2022. 14 years later, she'd made $1,000. So now she just got back 3,000. 2,000 she invested, 1,000. Guess what? In 6 months on this project, she'd made $1,000 on a $2,000 investment. And I'm going to tell you, not only are we getting paid to hold the NFT, I'm also going to show you what's happening to the asset. Because an NFT at its core is a digital asset that's traded on the blockchain. And the digital asset so far has been keeping its value. I'm going to show you it on OpenSeas. But one of the beauty of this project is not only do we get paid direct reflections for holding the NFT every week, we also get paid affiliate. So this is like network marketing 2.0, because the beauty of it is NFT communities, you need to have a big community. So for helping to build the community, we got rewarded for doing that. And that's not all. We also get the opportunity to participate on other projects. That's big. So now I'm not only making money in Meta Bounty Hunters, I've also been able to partake in three other, NFT projects with the team. Now we have a choice of projects. Sometimes they're coming so fast and furious. We have a choice of projects where we can invest and tap into this space. And one of the things they do is they encourage those projects to pay us money for holding our NFTs. So they're doing a lot of the legwork for us. But at the end of the day, you still have to do your due diligence to decide if that project is a right fit for you. So without further ado, the main reason I'm telling you about this NFT is we're about to launch season 2. And let me show you how season 1 has performed. And then I'll talk a little bit about season 2. So I'm actually going to go here and share with you. I'm going to share with you how season 1 has been performing. So I talked about OpenSea. So OpenSea is like eBay for NFTs. And if you look here, you can see Meta Bounty Hunters today is actually the floor price is 2.4 Ethereum. And if you look, just before I jumped on this call, Ethereum was valued at 1,332 US. So if you take 132 US and you multiply that by 2.4, you will see it's 3,196. So the asset that I'm holding has also appreciated in value, roughly 50%. But not only that, I've also been able to recover about 50% of what I've paid in this space. And let me show you how this project has been performing for me. Now, one of the things I did, I actually went out there and I bought 10 NFTs. Well, actually, I bought 12, one for my niece, one for my nephew, and 10 I kept. But I bought 10 NFTs. Why? Because I know Mr. Bugs. I trust him. I know any project he does is going to be A class. So let me show you what I do, how I got paid so far. So in terms of the project, if you come here, you can see claim your reflections. So this is my reflections for last week, 0.407. I'm not going to claim that tonight. I'm going to wait until Thursday when I'm going to get paid again. So claim the two of them at the same time. But if you look at this, 8.5 at 0.4 is roughly 8.9 Ethereum that I've been paid so far over the life of the project. A mix of direct and affiliate reflections. So 8.9 multiplied by 1,332, guys, that's 11,854. 6 months in, over 50%. And if you want to be precise, I would have spent roughly 21,000 to get those NFTs. So let's see what 11,854 divided by 21,000, just to show you, 56%. And if you think about it, Ethereum's been falling for the last 2 weeks. The power of this project, it has gone through the rough times. When Ethereum fell from roughly $3,000 to where it is now, I actually got paid more Ethereum. So this project has proven that it can survive the rough times in crypto. And this money, all I do is I press claim and this money goes straight into my wallet. It's as simple as that. That's all I do. I do it every week and you can see the results. So this here shows you how the project has been performing. But I want to share with you, I'm actually going to go on my phone now. I want to share with you a little bit about the liquidity pools. So let me just put my phone on to share and I'll show you how the liquidity pools have been performing. So as a Sapphire ambassador, I got access to this liquidity pool. But remember I said I just recently become a Sapphire. So when we were testing out the liquidity pools, I had gotten access to this just last year, roughly on the 20th of September. And what I want to do is show you how it's been performing. So if we go back and look at the history of this, we would see, so custom period 2021 is when I got access on the 20th of September. And then we come back here and we run it. Oops, sorry. Let's go again. 21st, 2021, 20th of September. Click again. And let's come here and get it for 2022 today. Okay. So you will see deposited $1,392. And without me doing anything but leaving this to run, I've been making money every day. This is, I mean, a game changer. Roughly, this is 1 year later, 3,999. If you do the maths on this, this is about 2.8 times. Roughly in the next 2 months, it would have tripled. This is a game changer. I actually went back, this doubled in about the 8th month, and I went back and looked at other investments that I had, and I ran it over a yearly compounding calculator. It would have taken me 24 years to double my money. And this is why I talk about this being a game changer for me. Tapping into this space and understanding what happens in this space is so critical. But that's not the only liquidity pool. If you build this business and you share this business, remember we talked about leveraging 1% of 100 people's time, helping other people get access to this community. Just like the person who invited you to this call, think about if you can tap in and help other people. And I know some of you might be thinking about that word recruit. Guys, I'm not recruiting here. What I am doing is sharing this opportunity to this invite-only community. But here's the beauty of it. The beauty of it is this. We only succeed by helping each other. and together we do rise. So let me show you here, right? So this was printed out on the 12th of September. This is another pool that we're testing out here. It's been around for over a year, and we got an opportunity to get in just before they made it available only to emeralds and diamonds. But you see here, $49,000. So a few of us pooled our money on the last week of April. And now you see here on the 12th of September, this was worth 136,000. That's about 2.7 times. And that's literally in 5 months. You understand the power of what's available in this space. And that's because of Mr. Holton Buggs and what he's doing in this space. So I just wanted to share that with you in terms of the liquidity pool and what we're doing. Because I want you to understand, if you're wondering if we're making money in this business, yes, we can. If you're wondering if you only make money at the top, no, it's open to all who want to participate in this space. And what I also want to show you is we talked about, we had a live gold scalping class. Well, our diamond, Mr. David Hunt, he's a professional footballer, ex-professional footballer. And he said, you know what? He didn't want to learn to trade. But guess what? He learned a strategy, scalping gold, where we get together twice a day, literally. And during that time, we get together and we trade. Literally, what he does is he marks up the chart. And I'm looking for one of those examples where he would have marked up the chart. But he marks up the chart. He tells us what he thinks is going to happen. And you can see that here. So he thinks sell here, buy here. As simple as that. We trade together. So he might say, I'm taking a buy now. I'm taking a buy. Okay, you've made enough profits, let go. Or you've made a loss, let's stop. But the beauty of this is while we're learning, Mr. Hunt, who has more knowledge than us and who has a strategy that is working, is sharing that with us. And what I'm going to share with you here are the results. So every day, people share their results. Some days you win, some days you don't. And that's what it's like. But near enough, we have winning months. So let me see if I could find here. You see, guys, they're sharing a lot. Okay, so you see 2%, 9%, 3%, 1%, 2%, run bonds 2%. So that's what we do in this space. And it's important that you understand that we're not only learning to trade Forex, we've been able to tap into multiple streams of income. So remember I said that I was going to share with you guys what we're doing in this space. Well, if you think about the streams of income that I've shared with you, I've shared with you the money we make here with regards to the NFTs. I've also shared with you what we do within the liquidity pools and how you access that. We also make money in iBoomerang, and I'm part of the 5K club. What does that mean? It means I'm making roughly 5,000 US a month. And I want you to understand, for me, who's always earned most of my money in the corporate world, it's such a game changer to have a plan B that's paying like that. My goal now is to help as many people in the Caribbean and in my team get into that space where they're also making 5K a month and then moving on. And I can tell you, based on some of the things I've done, I've been able to reinvest the money that I've made into other NFTs. So in a little while, that income is going to be going up because payments are going to start in October. And that's what we're doing here. We are about wealth creation and helping each other to succeed in this space. So why I'm sharing this on the NFTs is because we have some exciting news. Season 2 is coming. So season 2 is about to be launched. It's called the Meta Bounty Huntress, and it's going to be 8,808 NFTs. It's going to be at around 2,500 US for one. And as an elite, because I have more than five or more, I get a discount of 15%. I want you to get back to the person who invited you. Season 2 is going to sell out, guys. I mean, it is hot off the press. Season 2 is going to sell out. So I want you to get back to the person who invited you and let them tell you about it. It's called Meta Bounty Huntress. We have a game plan. Get back to them. coming soon. Season 2 is actually coming on the weekend of the 15th. And as an elite, I get to be part of the first phase of Minton Season 2. Guys, I'm telling you this, it's going to sell out. We don't think it's going to make it past 24 hours. So that's why we want you to get back to the person who invited you. Let them know if you're interested in NFTs. We don't have much time. It's going to sell out whether you get an NFT or not. Actually, right now, we just try and just strategize to see what's the best way to make sure we get all the NFTs that we want. But it's a referral community, and we're quite happy to help you get access to the NFTs if we can before it sells out. Now, we talked about the success system that Mr. Bugs is using. So we talked about the live daily trading strategy, trading goal with Mr. Hunt. Then there's the 5K Wealth Club, where we share personal development, mindset, and building that belief. I'm part of the 5K Wealth Club. There's Men on a Mission. Unfortunately, I'm not part of that. But then there's Woman of Wealth. There's Kelly Harpour. And she's a recent diamond. She went diamond, I think it was in May or June month. And I can tell you this, because Kelly, she had experience in corporate. She had a lot of businesses as well. So she was just like me, trading hours for dollars. But here what? She found that she didn't have much time. But she got into this business and built it. And when she was an Emerald ambassador, you get access to this liquidity pool that I showed you. And she's actually been able to move from being a thousandaire, if there's such a word, to now a multi-millionaire, all in the space of getting access to that liquidity pool. And 1 year later, Kelly's a multi-millionaire and she's a diamond. She is a story. Her story of success is an example that we all emulate. The beauty of it is that we have access to all these individuals who are helping us build our mindset and mentoring us. And now, as part of the Sapphire group, we get private mentoring from Mr. Holton Bugs as well as the diamonds in our group. So it's just phenomenal. What do you need to get started? I'm glad you asked. You get started with a one-time investment of $250 if you're joining up in coach class. And to that, you're going to have to add to each one of these packs here of $50 for standby. So coach then becomes 300 US one-time investment. Business class, 550 US one time. First class, 1,050. When I saw this business, I jumped into first class. Why? Remember, it only had travel. But I saw the power because they were going to be adding more, multiple streams of income. And I understood that to start a business for 1,050 that had the potential, if I wanted it, to make me a millionaire, that was going to be a cheap price to get it. There's no business that can compare. And the monthly cost to run my business, I have over 600 customers and they're all on this website taking care of them. That monthly cost is $99.99 a month. Now, here's what. As a coach class in the Caribbean, you pay $49.99 for your monthly subscription. If you want to add Elevate, and I strongly recommend you do, Elevate has been a game changer. If you want to add Elevate, then that monthly cost, your subscription, now goes to 250 US a month, which is this $99.99, and for Elevate, $149.99. Guys, this is a steal of a deal. There's no platform out there that compares in terms of value and what you get to earn in this space, covering my subscriptions, keeping my business running. And for the most part, all I do every Thursday, it's Tuesday, all I do every Thursday in the morning, I go in and I collect my money from the NFT. And there's so much more coming. Come and be part of this community. Get back to the person who invited you. Let them know if you're ready to get started. Let them know if you want an NFT or if you want to become a customer. We show you how to do all of that. But I just want to tell you this. It's been an honor, privilege to be part of this journey with this company. Being part of a community where we led by seasoned leaders who are helping us in this space. Not many people get invited into this community. So thank the person who invited you and let them know where you want to position yourself. So that's it for me. I just want to say good night. And again, I want to congratulate you for getting on the call. Get back to the person who invited you and let them know where you want to position yourself. So I'm going to end the call now. Take care. Have a great night. If you have any questions, get back to the person who invited you, and we'll meet on the other side. Take care.